Hey everybody, welcome to the Artery and Smoke here with Phil Joseph. I'm trying something new today. I'm trying to stream live, so hope this works. And then recording it in advance, but using the streaming service because I found out that when I do that, these regular videos they get more traffic, and so I want to make sure I'm giving plenty of exposure to the people who are putting these videos up originally. And as always, these links are in the post and stuff as well. So just excuse me as I try to manage this stuff all by myself here at home. Anyway, I'm going to do a series. So I was speaking with a firefighter. Shout out to Jay. Um, to talk about they got a hold of me to talk about some stuff with row houses, and it made me think, hey, I haven't really done a lot of row house fires. And so I figured I'd do a little bit of a series on row houses. And so I'm just looking for row house fires on YouTube and through the Dave Statter site. So if you're not used to that one, then go see that one, Dave Statter 911. Lots of videos there. Anyway, I don't have a lot of experience with row house fires because they're not a prevalent type of construction in the city of Seattle. Becoming more prevalent with modern townhouse styles. But there's still some basics, right? We arrive at the scene, we're going to look at volume, velocity, density, color, and what does that tell us about what's going on inside the house or inside the building? All right, so a row house fire here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Lots of turbulent, thick black smoke. I'm going to guess. Well, I don't have to guess because I've seen the video already. Obviously, this door is open, and we're going to get it rolling. Let me make sure that the audio's off. Yeah, we'll get it rolling. Lots of turbulent, thick black smoke, right? Which tells us automatically we know there's a flashover or near flashover somewhere in this building. Okay, now that's this. We're also looking, these ones have a little bit of smoke, but notice already up top there's quite a bit of pressure here. And these are typically, my understanding, these are typically balloon frame, right? So we would expect it to have easy access once it gets into the walls. And there's a lot of pressure here. There's a lot of force being applied, and it's coming out up here too. And this is quite a bit of smoke just as the fire department's arriving. Some other things we want to look at when we're doing this is, what's the neutral plane like? In this case, the neutral plane is in the middle of the door. Typically, if it's in the middle of the door, that's telling us the fire's on the same level. And so that means we probably have a floor one fire. And with this much smoke here, right, this much density, that both all four, right, the volume, velocity, density, color, are telling us that this fire is probably inside somewhere rather than in this room itself, which is just part of the read. But this density is going to indicate us we're going to get some fire here. Now, this video is from 6 years ago. If I was at this fire now, I'd want to make sure to get that door pulled closed while we're stretching the line, right? Reach in with the tool, pull that thing closed while we're getting the line set up. And that's just going to restrict the oxygen flow inside, right? But we have the neutral plane right about this level, right in the middle, and we're going to see this does in fact light off because there's enough BT, there's enough energy, there's enough fuel for it to really take off here on the front end while they're waiting for this line to charge, right? So now this is not less of a problem because there's less smoke, right? Significant fire in the front end of this, and they're going to get this started. Now, one of the things that I love about this video is they start getting water in here, although they're not getting a ton because they have some kinks and stuff. They work all that out. But originally they don't get much flow in here. And you'll notice that even though they are able to, they convert the room, right? They're going to convert this room with very little water, but I want you to recognize that there's an underlying velocity and density of smoke just continues because the base fire that we had at the beginning, right? They're gonna convert this area here. Let me just let it play through, right? Not a whole lot of penetration with this line, but they're able to convert this front area with just a little bit of water. They've gotten rid of the fire, but notice underlying velocity and density of smoke continues here, right? And we get really close to the end here, and I don't want to switch off, but it's not until, right? So they got it here, right? Still very little flow. They're able to convert this front room, but the underlying velocity and density of smoke continues, right? And remember, if we're really hitting the fire itself, we're going to have a rapid and sustained decrease in velocity and density. Now they're going to get that, and it's right at the end of this video, but they're going to get that when they get the kinks out of this line and they get that good flow, and you'll see in almost instantaneously, and I don't want to, let me get right to the end here before it switches, right? And now, right, where they've gotten some penetration into the space, you're seeing that the velocity and density is dropping off very, very quickly. And so the difference, right, the difference between in here or in this middle section in the velocity and density of this smoke versus when we get right to the very end when they have good penetration, significant difference in what that looks like, right? Now you'll when you start hitting these front rooms, or what I'm saying here is that even though on this front end they're hitting this fire that's in this room and they're going to convert this room, there's still a significant fire deeper into the structure. And it's when they start getting that real significant penetration that velocity and density drops way off really, really quickly with the additional penetration once they get that line fully charged, right? And so now they're still going to have to search it. They're still going to have to get up here and check this overhead. I wouldn't be surprised if this fire did not extend up into this attic space, and they're going to want to find out which of these channels, right, which of these balloon frame construction channels that this stuff was going up, because there could still be significant fire inside there, and they might end up chasing it around for a little while, right? But in the meantime, they do a pretty good job getting this thing knocked down on the front end here relatively quickly. And once that line is fully charged, then again, I don't want to hit the end of this video and switch to a different one. Right here at the end, you can see that rapid decrease in velocity and density, and we want to see that sustained, right? We want to see a rapid and sustained decrease in velocity and density over the course of time, right? So we're going to want to watch what happens in these other areas to make sure that the velocity and density of that smoke goes down where it levels off, or where it continues up. That's an area that we need to make sure we overhaul. All right, so like I said, some new thing today for the art of reading smoke, trying this new method of getting it out there so we can make sure to give full credit and get as many hits as we can on these original videos, as well as making sure that I'm doing everything I can to keep the system running. All right, so for the art of reading smoke with Phil Jose, I'm Phil Jose. I'm out.